Hey, you guys, I'm back. Yes, I had to take a minute off. I hated to do that to you guys, but I needed time for mental space. This is for my cancers. This is for the Phoenix, empath, intuitive. And yes, I am back. I missed you guys. I missed doing my readings, but I had to sit down for a minute, and that's where I was. Um, but I'm here to stay. There you have it. We're going to pull some Island Time Wellness cards to see what the actual reading will be about today. I will start doing dailies a little bit earlier than normal, but they probably won't post until like maybe 9 or 10 after I finish both of my channels. Well, passion. We have passion for you, Cancer. Insane chemistry. Insane chemistry, like each other's equally and having fun. Passion. We have keys on a ring, many options, decisions, unconventional, string along, and one night stands. We also have the golden mirror, self absorbed, narcissist, one sided relationships, love bombing, and addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, and restraint. Is that what you're going through? Bottom of the deck is Cameron. Can you see that? Reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from past, uh, and making memories. So there you have it today. We have passion, keys on the ring, golden mirror, and addiction. So it seems like today this is what one of my fellow cancers are going through. Um, and we're going to go ahead and pull a clarification card for each card to see what's happening. So passion is insane chemistry, like each other equally and having fun. Yeah, so let's go ahead and I'll go ahead and start with I never know the names of my cards, but there you have it. What is this? This might be the Soul's Journey card. I'm not sure. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and start with this card to clarify passion. Let's see, what is the passion card coming? Why is the passion card coming out for Cancer? We have friends and colleagues. So maybe you're passionate about one of your friends, or one of your friends are passionate about you. Maybe that's what's going on in regards to insane chemistry. It's one of your friends. Yeah, each other like each other equally and having fun. So Cancer, yeah, you may have interest in one of your friends. Keys on the ring comes out with energy of fear. Many options, decisions, unconventional, stringing along, and one night stand. You're in fear of moving forward with someone. So keys on the rings are having many options, but at the same time, you're fearing the decisions of the unconventional, stringing along, and one night stand. So someone that you're dealing with, I'm not taking these two cards. Someone that you're dealing with is either fearful of your relationship because they feel like you have many options, or they have many options. So they're fearing connection with you, but they know that they are very attracted to you, Cancer. Um, we're going to go ahead and clarify for the golden mirror what's happening and why is the golden mirror coming out. So the golden mirror says self-absorbed narcissist and one-sided relationship. That tells you right there with the keys on the ring, whoever is fearing this relationship is very self-absorbed and is maybe a narcissist, but they take your relationship with great gratitude. So this is consciousness. Like I said, they understand that you are the person that they want, but they have many options. You or them have many options. And that's why the consciousness card comes out with great gratitude, because they appreciate it. But they do know this is, and you do know that it's a one-sided relationship, and it's like love bombing. It's like you're there when you guys are with each other. You have the best chemistry in the world. You're very passionate about each other. You came into this as friends, or maybe a coworker or a colleague, but now you have other options when it comes to. Sorry, I have to take my hoodie off. It's kind of warm this morning. Um, you have other options when it comes to what it is that you could be doing. So that's the reason why this fear card is coming out. So that's clarifying the addiction card, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, and has a block and restraint. Yeah, because this person has been through some type of deception at one point in time, and this is something that they're scared to go through again. But they know that you guys are very passionate about each other. You guys can make decisions because this was an unconventional relationship. It started as a friendship. Or maybe a family, a friend of a family, or a colleague, something that maybe shouldn't have happened, but it's been happening because um, the actual chemistry is just everything. But this person still has certain type of narcissistic ways, which cause you to have to kind of think about it and be fearful of moving forward. But you guys are addicted to each other. You guys are having a codependent relationship, meaning that it's always a back and forth, but at the same time it's something that you guys desire, that game, that and to everyone else it seems like some type of deceptive energy. But it could be that in the past there was deception when it came to relationships, or it could have been that, this deception, or um, people of the colleagues. So again, friends and colleagues, they feel like this is a deceptive energy when you guys are mentally on the same page, and mentally and physically. But to the naked eye, to someone that was saw this happening and from the beginning, stops you guys from, people are talking about you. You see, if you see this person, they're here and they're talking about her when she gets around, the rest of the people, because they see the attraction there and they know that you guys are doing stuff behind closed doors. But to you, this is perfect. But at the same time, there is the fear of not knowing what can happen when you move forward. So that's where we are, because it's fun to you guys at the bottom of the day. Joy is fun. It's fun. It's fun. And again, there's certain memories that you guys laugh at, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learning from the past and making memories. So your past probably could have had deception in it, but you're grateful for this energy that you have. But as the days go on, it's time for you guys to move forward and figure out what it is that you guys need to do with coming to the forefront of this relationship. um, I'm gonna go ahead and pull from yeah, you know what, this deck. That's what I'm gonna keep saying, is this deck, because I don't know the names of these texts. So anyway, I'm gonna clarify friends and colleagues and see why every where or how you guys met. I'm not necessarily how, but the chemistry of what's happening with this relationship, or why you guys are kind of scared to move on. Is this a job situation? Is this a family member? I mean, a friend. Sorry. Is this a friend? I won't take these cards, but I will take this one that flew over. Is this one of your best friends? Somebody? The moon. It's unknown. That's why. It's an unknown energy. So uh, uh, the way that you guys met, is like stopping you. And the Five of Pentacles is lack, struggle. So keys on the ring, too many options. You're struggling with this because you know that this person has several options because of the way that you guys came into this relationship. Maybe this was a coworker. Maybe this was a coworker. Maybe this was someone that you were close to, family wise, a friend of a family, and you knew that how they were and how they had options. So you don't think this is possible, but everything is possible. Your energy when it comes to this situation is everything to you, and you know that it stops you and makes you reminisce of what it is. But at the same time, it's codependent. It's very codependent because you're holding on for this person to decide to make it this a public thing. But at the same time, you guys are both fearful of what people will say. You see what people will say when it gets to this. And now we have the Six of Pentacles coming out, which is, success. The Six of Pentacles is basically, you, sorry, the Six of Pentacles is basically success or generosity, and also a certain type of fairness when it comes to what could be happening in this situation. But then the Knight of Cups comes, and the Knight of Cups is here. this person is coming to say, we mesh so much, I'm going to give you this message. Here's my cup. I'm approaching you with a romantic invitation because I want to move this forward. Or maybe this is your energy in regards to what you're trying to do with this situation or this person, and you still are scared. But with everything going on, you're looking at it like Corona, being, in the home alone, or not moving to the forefront because of your fears. You don't want to be a part of that. Sorry. You don't want to be a part of being alone. So this situation is moving forward when it comes to what you're deciding. So you're going to stop that whispering behind you, and everybody is going to be, sorry, the sun card came out. Yeah. Everybody is going to be, um, not necessarily jealous, but they're always going to have this notion like, I knew it. But it seems to me that your friends and colleagues knew this, but they were unsure of it because you did everything behind closed doors and you never involved anyone in your situation. And that's the reason why, the sun card is here. The sun card is just letting you know that, you know, um, this is success again. So you have success with the Six of Pentacles, but the sun card is here, is creation, it's rejoicing, it's being positive, it's your self esteem. You're going to either go with this great message or they're coming to you because they know what's happening, and this is the feeling. Look, this is this there's two Ten of Swords cards in this deck, and this one says everything is fine. The other Ten of Swords is exactly like this, but it says the Ten of Swords. So this is letting you know that you guys been reminiscing on things that you've done, and you're worried about the perceptions learned from the past. You're learning about making memories and reminiscing keepsakes, but at the same time, everything will be fine as long as you guys come to the forefront. So somebody is coming with a message, Cancer, for you, and letting you know that, don't fear. This is a very passionate situation, and you do have the ability for the keys on the ring. So coming together. With many options, and again, many options, decisions, unconventional string alongs, and one night stands. This has always been like a one night stand because that's how it started. But the energy is so good, and that's why it says energy is so good that you fear the unknown. You feel, and you're struggling with telling. If look at that, telling your girlfriend what it is that you want from this person without them not taking you serious, because it's the unknown energy of knowing if this person will want to move to the forefront. So the way I take things and the way I see things is that with all the stuff that's going on, this is things that you have to learn in regards to, you know, uh, stopping, not living for yourself when it comes to, sorry, I'm pulling these cards. Um, when it comes to not speaking up for the things that you want and things you can believe in. If they say no, you know what? That's their bad. They'll miss out on the good person that you are, and they already know it. So they'll live in regrets, and you'll live in knowing that, this is something that you could have, done and been successful with, but this person always wanted to uh, have a codependent relationship if they're not ready to move to the forefront. But to me, it seems like it's been long enough, and now it's time for you guys to move forward with either a yes or a no when it comes to a relationship, a real relationship, not just a codependent relationship. Um, and maybe it's because this person at one point, you know them so well that you know that they have narcissistic ways. And this is basically a love triangle that they live with not just you, but another person. Inspiration and courage. Yeah. Be courageous. Look, uh, this to me, this to me seems like she's going within. There's a crystal ball there. She has her cat there. So that's why you came to this channel today, is because you needed some inspiration and you needed courage. So take that leap. Yeah, and ground yourself. Bottom of the deck. Hibernation and regeneration. So you've already been to that point. If you ask me, everything will be fine. Wait. There we go. There we go. Everything will be fine, Cancer. You have to speak your mind. If you don't speak your mind, then you will never know what it is and what it takes in order for you to move forward with this person. Let me go ahead and pull, since we are doing a kind of a love reading, right? I'll pull from the affirmatory love and relationship cards. Um, yeah, love and relationship cards, just to give you a little inspiration. Because yeah, if you you know right now, and I've learned this over the years, and I'm not great at it still, because when it comes to my guy, I still hold back on certain things just to kind of keep the peace. But overall, I'm just blurting shit out, and you know, it's just like I feel when I do that, that oh, never a card. I feel when I do that, I'm like, you know how they said boundless love, and boundaries. Yep, there you go. Boundaries is at the bottom of the deck. I'll read that to you in a second. But do you know how they feel when they say, when you're in front of people, you just take your clothes off, pretend that nobody has clothes on, or that you don't have clothes on. Sorry, I just drunk my tea. That's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to be vulnerable and be naked in front of 1,000 people. And you don't necessarily have to be in front of 1,000 people, but you need to say to this narcissistic person who you have insane chemistry with, um, and you like each other equally, and you always have fun, that this won't change. And don't let it change your relationship. Just let it change on how you guys do things publicly. Change it from however you guys were doing things behind closed doors or with no one watching, to making it where you're publicly going out and doing things. So, boundless love. Today, I'll open my eyes a little wider and walk a little taller, noticing that the world around me is filled with teeny miracles. With this in mind, it is easy to fall in love over and over again with everything from honeybees to neon signs. And while I'm feeling this inspired and this in love, everything else sort of falls into place. So again, don't there's a card in one of my decks that basically says, it's like you are actually uh, not changing the way you do things, changing a title, however, not demanding things to change so much to where it's unfamiliar to you, if that makes sense. Now, if this is a situation where someone is not uh, valuing you, and you're trying to move forward, yeah, peace. When someone is not valuing you and you're trying to move forward, then you know that you can't, because of the fact that they're not taking you into consideration. So moving into this relationship will probably be like a train wreck. I'm sorry to say it, but we all know, only you know in the back of your mind if this is worth it, or if it's time for you to just kind of, step back from this because it's toxic. So is this a toxic love, or is this a love where you can actually move forward with something? So anyway, a time for healing, the balsamic moon, and then meditate and contemplate new moon in Pisces. So again, you meditated again. Where is that? Oh, it's at the bottom of the deck. The relax and hibernation and rejuvenation. You know, meditate and contemplate. Basically, the same cards at the bottom of the deck. So you know what you need to do. You need to open up your mouth and say what it is that you want. And deep down in the bottom of your heart, I can only read these cards. You know what it is that you can do moving forward. And if it's something that you don't like, this is not the only one. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. So your dreams, excuse me, I'm saying your dreams. If you move forward with this person, is this going to cause you heartbreak because you know this person isn't ready to settle down? So is it a waste of your time, or is it time for you to start working on yourself and working on how you do things? Because that will help you be able. And like I said, I just say things and blurt them out now. I used to be like that when I was younger, and people used to say I was mean, or that I only cared about myself. That wasn't the truth. I just felt like I never could hold back my feelings. And that was why people kept saying, well, not people, my sisters, my friends and families would say that I only cared about how I felt. I didn't care about anybody else's situation. And that wasn't the case. It was just that I wasn't going to hold back my feelings. And then when it got to the point of where that started to, people started to say it so much, I just stopped kind of speaking my mind. And I would look sideways, and then I would say certain things and leave certain things to for them to figure out. But for the most part, don't ask me any questions or don't ask me how I feel, because I'm going to tell you the truth. And that's that. And so people hated that. My sisters hated that. And, I apologize to them, because meaning that I wasn't trying to hurt them, but what I was trying to do was to tell the truth. And if I didn't like a person, they would know that. Especially when it came to my sister and their friends. I didn't like them. I didn't like them. It was just, cut and dry. I didn't like them. And they, I was like, I don't like them because of this, or I don't like that, and I won't do this, and I won't do that, so it was just a lot of things that um, I would say. But then when it came to me growing up and having kids, um, I had to, as a mother, you can't just say how you felt, but I did. And I noticed that with my oldest son, even my youngest son, not even that, it kind of affected him with how I would just say what I needed to say. And now I kind of, in so many ways, I don't walk on eggshells about anything, but I kind of watch how I say things or how I do things, just because, it hurts people's feelings. While I'm sitting here, I'm going to go ahead and pull an animal card, because I love these um, feelings. But, with my guy, I used to be like, the same way. I used to feel the same way. And then it just got to the point to where I just said, you know what? I got to start working on myself. I can't work on, or I can't worry about how somebody else is feeling, And again, if he is yours by divine right, he or she is yours by divine right, then you cannot lose them. And if not, the universe will send its equivalent. Manifest it, but work on yourself. And when you work on yourself, those friends and colleagues might disappear because they are not in that same zone with you. So that's the best thing for it. You hear the way these cards sound? I love them because they're like vinyl or something. Gorilla, take the time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. And this is what I just was telling you. I had to listen to them saying that my critique was more hurtful than anything else. So that was how I had to decide. So anyway, Cancer, I hope this resonates. I will be back tomorrow. I might even come back and do a second reading for today, just in regards to, because this was a love reading. This is a love reading of some kind. But speak your truth. Speak your truth. Don't let this insane chemistry, stop you from because of the way that you guys met. So I guess that's what the name of this reading will be, insane chemistry, because it's telling you that you guys have insane chemistry, but at the same time, you are scared to, fearful, and struggling because you don't know, how this person really feels, because they have so many options. So there you have it, Cancer. All right. Enjoy your day.